Also, if you enjoy gratitude, head on over to the gratitude community, a place to read gratitude and leave gratitude. So let's get started. So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, just a prayer to root us down in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? May I touch you? Dear Mother, Father God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kadumi, Yamonja, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taras. Please connect us to the Archangel, Spirit Guides, the Animal Guides, our lineage, our ancestors, and all for the highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience and bringing us forth as a community. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe. 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 Just bringing this beautiful pillow of energy on top of you, cleansing it first, the third eye of sight, then through the crown, all the way down to the throat, to speak, the heart, to feel the solar plexus, to believe the sacral, to create in the root, to protect, all of those things. Okay, okay, okay. This is a very interesting time because there's an opportunity for you This is a very interesting time because this is an opportunity for you to start over, to start again at life in a new, fresh way. Maybe you tried in different ways before and you got into different patterns, but this pattern is one that is meant to last. So who are you? How do you really want to go about this beautiful life that you have? What access do you have to making change? What power do you own within yourself? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Relax. 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 It's giving a lot of warrior vibes, warrior energy. What I mean by that is the energy to be able to go after what you want and not be afraid of the obstacles that will happen or that are already in front of you. It takes some warrior vibes to be able to do that. Goddess vibes too. just being able to stand firm in who you are and how you are, and actually face your fears. And sometimes our fears are very different. You know, one person's fear is not another person's fear. But don't be afraid to push your comfort zone to a place it just takes time. It's not going to happen in a month or even 2 months. You got to start thinking about years. But break down those years into actually attainable steps. But you can do it. You can have a second chance. You can remove any beliefs that make you think that you don't deserve a second chance or that a second chance isn't available to you. It doesn't matter. You deserve it. And so it is available to you as long as you want to take it. Just removing anything that is no longer serving you onto its next vibrational path so it can just be released, 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 released. Released, 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 released. Okay. Released, 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 release, 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 released, 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 released. Release, release, release. Release, release, release. Released, 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 released. You got this. You have this. Now, to finish, to finish, to finish, to finish, to finish, to finish, to finish. Just going over the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and the root. Again to the crown, the crown, the crown, the third eye, third eye, third eye, third eye, third eye, the throat, the throat, the heart, 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 to the solar plexus, sacral, to the root, 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 taking it down, taking it down, taking it down. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed this session. Just know that whatever you want to do, you can do it. Don't ever believe that you don't have a second chance, or a third, or a fourth, or a fifth. Don't ever make it so hard on yourself that you just don't. Never make it so hard on yourself that you just don't want to try at achieving your goals. If it's in your heart, it needs to come out. A lot of times those goals consist around pushing past our comfort zones. And the comfort zone is really where you go from knowing what you know to going to a place and a space that you don't know. And that place and the space that you don't know is the secret to you achieving whatever you want. Be the warrior. Have the energy. what you win. You could win either an energetic healing kit or a year subscription to the Patreon community for people who are trying to develop their abilities, magically speaking. So, if you would like to enter to win either one of those, answer in the comment section the answer to this. If you had a second chance, what would you do? That's simple. You can put it in any of the videos. If you had a second chance, what would you do? Comment that. So let's get started. And if you'd like to just jump in and join the Patreon community where we're developing abilities and you have all of these lesson plans and things like that from previous months, head on over to Patreon. Go to surprise number 1, which is the gratitude community, but you know there's all that other stuff going on. But right now, we're talking about overcoming fears. Overcoming fears. So if you're new to the community, we start out with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I touch you? Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi, Yamunja, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taras. Please connect us to the Archangels, Spirit Guides, Animal Guides, Ancestors, Lineage, and all for our highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience and bringing us forth as a community. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe. 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 So, gonna get some cinnamon out. And just get that started for you. Just take some breaths in and out. Okay. Start by slowly just burning away the fear. Burning away the fear. Burning away the fear. Good job. Burning away the fear. Burning away the fear. So many fears. Fears of letting go. Fears of holding on. You know, look, fear will creep up anywhere. And will say anything possible to just make you be afraid. But really, it's just the body, the mind, subconscious, trying to protect ourselves from the imminent danger of everything outside. And based on how you were raised, how you grew up, you may have more or less fear just simply by how you encountered new things that you came across, or just things you tried to try. It's perfectly normal, completely normal, you know. I'm going to do a session on anxiety, worry, and depression because there are so many times that the body plays tricks on us, makes us think that things are not as good as they are, simply because it's just how it's always been functioning. So even when you're being brave, sometimes life can be going really well and it just feels like it's not. In reality, it's going well. Life is going well. Life is going well. Life is going well. I'm afraid to swim, or I'm afraid to swim, or I'm afraid to do this or that thing. Those are things that very externally you could conquer if you wanted to. Work towards, a little bit of water, this and that. But internal fears, now that's tough. Now that's really tough, because you have to work towards something that you can't see, you feel, and you don't necessarily know what in the world is going on. And the stories that we tell ourselves to make up for that gap is really what kind of takes over our lives. There are times where nothing has changed except for you. You might think that you have everything you need just because you feel that way. You might think that you're missing everything in the world just because you feel that way. It is so amazing how we are the center of everything that we perceive. So, let's remove the fear by just relaxing and being confident in yourself. Remove the fear by relaxing, and remove the fear by relaxing and being confident within yourself. Remove the fear by relaxing and being confident within yourself. Remove the fear by relaxing and being confident in yourself. Confident in yourself. Confident in yourself. So remove the fear. Remove the fear. Remove the fear, and be confident within yourself. So just let it go. Release that extra energy. Send it out to the universe to do something else besides bother you. But pay attention to your life. Pay attention to the moments that have happened, the things that have built you into you, because there you will find probably the reason why the fears sometimes pop up. And the fear can be anything. The fear can really just say like this or that, da 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 da. But really, when we go through life, we see the experience, like with the pool example. You went to the pool, but you're also sensing the experience too. What are you seeing? What are you smelling? What are you feeling? And not just touch, but the internal, like what are you feeling? And with all of those situations, sure a lot of them have stacked on top of each other. Let's take it and remove it. 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 Take especially during this session. You already know where this is going. Another papaya. So to bring joy into your life, here's a papaya. I don't know why the papaya brings joy, but it does. So let's not argue with the good thing, okay? It's gonna be really fun, I hope, over time. You know, the papaya brings you a smile, and then it'll get to the point where it's like, why is the papaya a thing and only the day one's so new? or another person's life just by sharing your story. We are this community, we are this collective, we are all of these stories together, and your voice and your story matters. So if you would like to share and potentially win, go ahead and put that in the comment section of the video. I'm so excited. Well, we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Cool. Can I touch you? Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Katumi, Yamoja, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taras. Please connect us to the Archangel, Spirit Guides, Animal Guides, Lineage, Ancestors, and all for our highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience and bringing us forth as a community. I say all of this in the name of I Am, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Okay, so first things first, I have a cute little clear quartz wand. Might have to whip out the papaya for smiles. It's a real thing. Those things take forever to ripen, apparently. So might tap on that. But you are amazing. You have a beautiful story. And I wonder how many times do you really check in with yourself and remember the story that you have, that you are building even to this day. It's better than a movie, okay? How many times have there been like highs, peaks, and valleys? You know, way more than a movie, right? Sometimes it's actually externally, like peak and valley. Sometimes it's internally, sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's like, whoa, you look back at yourself like, what the fuck was that? And then other times you're like, wasn't that big of a deal. But who you are, how you are, and who you truly feel like on the inside was meant to be. It is so important that you share your story, your life, your journey, because so many people's lives are going to change. Maybe just around you. You never know who you could influence, who will then influence other people. But so many people's lives are going to change just because they know you. You. And you have something special about you. You probably got a bunch of things special about you, but are you that friend that everyone reaches out to? Are you that friend that is always a good time, fun? Are you the responsible one that, you know, whenever someone's worried, they know always trained that, look, your story, your path, your practice, your healing, your self-healing is the most important thing you can do. And then everything else is just icing on the cake. And so a part of the journey is you're never going to know enough. You're never going to be at the level of, oh, you're an expert and you don't need to ask any more questions, because life would really, 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 really suck if Be yourself and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica, sup, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We are going to be healing your restlessness, healing your restlessness. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I just get excited at 2 in the morning to be up. I feel like there's so much of life to live. There really isn't. Get to bed when you can, okay? Get to bed when you can. Get to bed when you can. So we're gonna do an energy healing session here, and we're gonna start off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, just a prayer to root you in your individual healing experience and to bring you forth into the community. Okay. And before we get started with that, it is Surprise April. Go ahead and head over to the gratitude community where we are having a great time. There's the first link in the description box, as well as if you really enjoy this mystical conversation, learning more about yourself as a practitioner, going on the journey, being in a community, being in a safe educational place, head on over to Patreon. This is where we're doing the work. We have a group channeling sessions, we have education, we have so much stuff going on, and on top of that, I've also added card pull sessions too to get more perspective as the weeks are going, and all of that is just $3.33 a month. Why? Because accessibility is important to me, and financial accessibility in this case, so that everyone who can, they can do it, okay? So head on over to there, and more surprises to come. Oh, anyway, so let's just work on that restlessness. Do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. I'm just going to place my hands up in front of you. Just channeling in this session. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi, Yamonja, Oshun, Mawa, and other Taurus. Please connect us to the Archangel, Spirit Guides, Animal Guides, Our Lady, and all for the highest vibrational experience and only. Root us down in our individual healing experience and bring us forth as a community. I say all of this in the name of I Am, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Okay. Now, starting at the crown, coming down, just relax. Just kind of putting this little blanket of sleepiness, sleepiness excess, anything that's taking up too much space, anything that needs to move on to its next vibrational path, and just leave only the sweet little bits that is relaxing, that is relaxing. So just follow my hand, just follow my hands. be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica, Sup, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. I found it. We have this really pretty tiger's eye pendulum, so we're going to do another pendulum session today, so I hope you enjoy, and hopefully it can be a little crunchy too. I don't know if it's particularly loud, but I know you all really enjoyed the rose quartz, so I'm going to hop in here and do this one as well. So if you're new to the community, welcome. If you really enjoy mystical conversations, you're a practitioner, you want to learn more, you just want to be in a nice community, head on over to Patreon. Again, you get the full month for $3.33, and you know, financial accessibility is important to me, so feel free to come and explore. We have lessons, we have all kinds of aspects of mysticism that we're talking about, and also if you're interested, head on over to the gratitude community where you can leave some gratitude and read some gratitude. But let's get started. So, Tiger's Eye is really, really great for courage. It's really, really great for the solar plexus, confidence, and it's so amazing. I don't know if you all remember, this is the OG community members, when I had the tiger's eye nails. Y'all remember that? Well, it is such a fascinating stone because when we think about the solar plexus, we might think of something that is a vibrant, yellow, or this kind of like the sun just opening and abundant. And this one is more about just having a keen eye for what is real and what is not real in the imagination. How many thoughts do we have that uplift us or challenge us, but not in a productive way, more of like I don't want to try to grow, so I'm just going to think of the worst scenario as possible. And it's more about, a compliment or leave a compliment. Read some gratitude, leave some gratitude. Link is in the description box as well. New surprises coming up. So excited to share this space with you.